Hi, I'm Miss Marcie, and you are listening to Conversations with Miss Marcie podcast. If you are looking for watered-down conversations, this might not be the podcast for you. I'm just saying.
Wait a minute. You said she was beautiful.
I put up with the toxicity because
of her looks and the sex.
Because of the looks and the sex.
Yeah, because of the looks and the... But honestly, I stayed married because of the sex. Like, I remember learning that in counseling. I didn't know that then, but I remember being in counseling, and my counseling was like, talk about the good, write the good and the bad down. So I wrote it down, and my counselor was like, okay, don't read it, give me the list. And he read the list. And again, it's different when you hear it compared to what you know you're going through. He said, so basically you're still married because your husband can cook and he has great sex. And I was like, wow. I mean, but then I started really thinking about it. Like, I guess so. Like, what else is there? Like, so, and I ended up divorcing him. Because we didn't have nothing. My dad told me, do not marry him until you graduate from college. Y'all going to be on two different levels. And he was like, you're not going to be into him. You're going to get around a different caliber of a guy. And you're going to start looking at your husband like... And that's exactly what happened. But again, when I started dealing with my own self, because he got me because I was already broken. So when I started dealing with my own brokenness, start healing, then I started looking at him like, what? And it was like that mud in play. Girl, what was you thinking? You must have been lonely as hell. And that's how it was. But honestly, when the counselor pointed it out, that's all we had. He could cook and he had great sex. That was it.
Wow.
We didn't have nothing else.
And like you just said, you was willing to deal with a toxic chick because she might have been pretty and the sex was good.
Yeah.
I mean, but I've known women that will stick around, like, because they don't want to give up the dick. Like, oh, no. I mean, and that's how, again, after so long, it will be like, you know what, man, keep that.
Shit ain't worth it.
It ain't worth all the problems that it comes with it.
So, I chose to deal with I just chose to deal with the root of the problem, which was my physical insecurity and my financial insecurity. I was willing to put up with crazy. See, that crazy was just masking beauty and good pussy. But I subjected my standards because of my own insecurities. Didn't think I was handsome, and I knew I was broke.
But that's good that you was able to unpack that and get, like you said, get to the root. Because, you can't, just because somebody look good, but if the situation ain't good and you don't feel good other than the sex, it's kind of like, that's not good. So like you said, it's usually a deeper, it's a root to it.
But when you learn it, by that time, I've already could have been possibly allowed myself to be damaged goods, to become damaged, because it wasn't just one relationship that I was attracted to when I was just fucking mesmerized by toxicity. So when you mesmerized by toxicity and you allow other people to have that type of control over you, and you don't have no control over yourself, and you so weak and you so insecure, then you subject to their bullshit. So now you start making your foundation. See, this is why we're women, and now you got niggas talking about I don't deal with black women because of this, and I don't deal with this type of woman because of that.
Or you got black women that say, "Give me a white man. Forget these black dudes." So,
right.
But I mean, and honestly, with me, it was insecurities. Like, I mean, I was in my first relationship was Jerome. He cheated on me all the time, but that doesn't mean I had to stay. I know women that a guy cheat on them once and they done. I didn't have to stay because but it was like, what was going on with me? And then I was an emotional eater. So I got bigger and bigger, and I felt like, well, maybe this is the best that I could do. And as I was telling him earlier, I was in 2 relationships with guys that money wasn't an issue. I dealt with a lot of women. So I don't know where in my mind that I thought, well, maybe if I build this man up, he'll appreciate me. I ain't got to worry about him cheating on me because he'll appreciate me so much that he won't want to lose me. And that wasn't the case even with the builder man. So.
I think a lot of women go through that with the builder man, like especially if it's a motherfucker that's been in a joint. You know, you be thinking, I hold him down, put money on his books, write him, go see him. Ooh, when he get out, he gonna be with just me and only me. I've never done that, but I know people have done.
You, Susie, Mary,
Tiffany,
Kay,
Tasha,
and 5 of y'all be up there ready to pick his ass up, fighting each other instead of beating him up. Like,
I've seen it before. I'm telling you, but yeah, it always goes back to knowing your self-worth. And from what y'all just said, that's what it sounds like. And I think, like I said, we all done been there at some point. Like you said, feeling like, oh, you know, this is the best I can do. Especially like if you got kids and stuff, some women be feeling like, oh, who gonna want me? I got 3 kids. I'm fat or whatever. You know what I mean? They be feeling like, well, who gonna want me? So, you know, you deal with the bullshit from old boy or whatever.
yeah.
Have you ever been attracted to toxicity?
You know what? I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, Jayla.
I'm gonna be honest. That's why I told. Did you hang up on him?
Yeah.
But you know what? To answer your question, I don't. How can I put it? I want to say no, because usually if I see if something just feel away, I try to I eliminate myself from the situation. Like I've never been in a situation where it's like constant arguing and we checking each other's phones and you checking my phone. And I got a girlfriend right now. She go through that with her nigga, and I be looking like, girl, that's a lot.
But there's somewhere that an insecurity set in, because when I was with Jerome on and off for 18 years, and him cheating on me made me go through his phone a lot.
Well,
and I carried that into every relationship.
Well, yeah, no, and that's what I was saying too. Remember earlier when I was saying a lot of times us women we internalize the cheat. When the man cheat, we always internalize and think it's us. What's wrong with me? Am I not pretty enough? Is my sex not good enough? Oh, you know who? You know what I'm saying? Who was she? Why her? You know, but really sometimes men cheat because they be insecure or be stuff within them.
But they want to beat you down and make you feel like you ain't worthy enough, because that's how they really feel about themselves.
Yep.
And I learned that too, because my ex-husband, like, when I tell you, he had me like thinking something was totally wrong with me. I remember he would say stuff like, "Oh, don't know about you too big. You gonna be big like your mom." And my mom is a really big lady, so I was like, you know, wow, like I felt like I wasn't gonna be nothing, but it's like the moment I got done, he was like a basket case. Like, why? Like, I mean, the woman you talking about, I remember I had filed a divorce. I hadn't seen him in months. I had filed a divorce, and he showed up at my house. Now, remind you, he all the way out of town with another woman living there. I had made up in my mind. I had found some peace, and I was like, okay, I'm done. He showed up at my house, and when he showed up at my house, he looked terrible. So other than me sitting around like, man, he don't even call me, it was just like that moment, like I stopped looking at him through them rosy colored glasses, and it was like, this bum. And I remember he was saying, oh yeah, you know, I was like, you know, I seen your bank statements online because I had access to them. I said, so I see you was down out of town getting nails done. And I said, I know you ain't got no nails. So I said, I know you down there with another woman. I hadn't told him yet that I filed a divorce. So he was like, you know, he was talking tough. Oh, yeah. Let's just go ahead. Let me know. I live in Youngstown now. Let me know when you ready to file a divorce, I'll come down here because, this ain't going to work. I just wasn't turned on by you no more. So let me know when you're going to file a divorce. I said, already did. You don't have to worry about it. I said, they'll serve you they'll serve your mom's, or I said, they'll serve you. And then I said, that'll be that. He said, you already filed it? I said, yeah, I already filed it. Can we pray? Now, when you just talking, like, what you just saying? You wasn't turning me on. You was doing everything, throwing darts. I didn't care at that point no more. But the moment you knew I was getting a divorce and I really filed it, you want to talk about it. You want to pray. You want to run to church. You crying. What? Did I miss something?
Right.
So it's like they really be the ones jacked up, and then they're trying to make you feel jacked up.
So I wonder if is that a man who's tore down trying to tear a woman down, like
So, allow me. I got you, homies.
And I got my lip turned up when I said that.
I got you, ladies too. So dig this. All right, so. The age-old question, okay? Why do men cheat? For every reason and no reason at all. Let me say that again. Men cheat for any reason, every reason, and absolutely no reason at all. The fuck do you mean? Okay, what I mean is this. You're going to have a man that will cheat. You're going to have a man that won't cheat. You're going to have a man that will let you know, hey, look, this is what I do. You know what I mean? You're going to have a man who tries to hide it. It doesn't matter, ladies. It doesn't matter what the fuck you do. Okay? Who the fuck you are. Be you. Be the woman that you want to be, that you feel like is the righteous woman. And if a man is going to cheat on you, he's going to cheat on you. Whether he lets you know in advance, at the time he starts to cheat, or he tries to hide it and you have to bust him. I don't want to say it's never a woman's fault. If you're a woman that is doing everything that you can and that you feel like is right, maybe what you're doing is not enough for that man. Maybe it's not appreciated for that man. Maybe that man appreciates you, but he just still likes other pussy.
He just likes some strange.
And this is where it gets deep, because in most cases, when men cheat, and this is the difference between men and women. Stop me when I'm lying. When men cheat, we got a little something on the side. We fuck with her. She might be the whole 80-20. She might be that 20%. She might be a solid motherfucker. She might be willing to do some of the things that you don't do. Okay. But in most cases, she has him physically and a part of his emotions. Okay? This is home. I've cheated before where I like to do this outside of the house, but this bitch will never compare to my lady at home. Don't get emotional at me and be, so why do you cheat? Because I just wanted some other pussy. It had nothing to do with my woman's pussy ain't no good or whatever, but this is something different. She looked different. She shaped different. The pussy different. That's it.
Yep. That's why women shouldn't internalize it.
Because that's so at the same time, I'm gonna let you know. So stop beating yourself up. First of all, take accountability if you don't do what you're supposed to do as a woman. Yes, but just know it's the luck of the draw. Some men will cheat. Some men might cheat, but not all men cheat. And there's no real reason. You have to look at your relationship individually. Okay? I've cheated on some women, and some women I was with and I didn't cheat. There's been women that I tell ahead of time, like, this is what I'm looking for. This is what I do. I'm going to have other female friends. So always take inventory of yourself, of who you are as a person. Okay? You can't always take it personal. Know what you can fix. You fix that as a person. If you want to deal with it, deal with it. If not, get on like you've been shit on. So at the same time, I want to say that men, we can internalize shit too. We just different. Really, two men just want to know three things when a woman cheat. Most men be want to know, was the dick bigger? Is he fucking you better? Oh, this nigga must got more money than me.
Yeah, it starts a competitive. Yeah.
And three, what, you love this nigga? what you love this nigga? See, women.
But if y'all can't take it, why do it?
Hold on. It's not about that. Because every man don't do it.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Do men cheat? If I'm cheating, I've cheated with married women. Okay? It's not just men who cheat. Yeah. I'm a man who has been cheated on by women. I swear to God, I've never been cheated on by a man. Because I don't fucking deal with men. So I don't tell you, I can't tell you what the fuck I can, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, but cheating is not reserved for just men. Because women do cheat too.
Because women cheat. The thing is women will cheat. I mean, when a woman get hurt, and a lot of times, her question to the nigga is, so do you love her? Like, is
she prettier?
Is she? All of these real feminine worries and insecurities that she may have. Niggas, like I said, we got the three basic ones. Like, so hold up, bitch, you love this nigga? Like this yo nigga though? Cause one thing we understand, that
it's just
better sex
for women.
Better sex. See, we can have a side bitch. But so this, look, we can have a side bitch. We can have 3-4 side bitches. We could have had 20 side bitches in the course of our motherfucking relationship. But we will lie and do whatever we got to maintain home. Right? We might get sloppy. We might get caught up. You know what I'm saying? Might get to having a little bit too much fun. But if it's one thing a nigga don't really be wanting to do, he don't be wanting to fuck up home. Because he know at the end of the day, this is the longevity piece right here. You know what I'm saying? She just don't be sucking the nigga dick all the time, right? You know what I'm saying? Or she don't let a nigga get that back door action. Or she don't be, you know what I'm saying? She get boring and shit. I took her to motherfucking box and she fell asleep. I'm saying, my bitch over here on the side, nigga, she rolling my blunts. She goddamn it, you know, she showed the nigga how to get money, whatever the case may be. So it's two different elements. So we internalize shit, we cheat for different reasons, but there's no real one solid 2, 3, 4 answers on why men cheat.
Yeah. One of them, I say you forgot. One of the reasons why men cheat is because there's always a woman willing to cheat with them. Mm-hmm. Yep. There's always a willing participant. If sometimes women can know. Now, if a woman don't know you got a woman that you married, then that's different.
Because, a nigga don't always want to let the side chick know that he got a situation because he don't want that chick to try to fuck up his home situation.
Hold on though, because nowadays
don't want the chick not to mess with him.
But nowadays, people be on social media with their significant other. Like you got dudes who be posting with their wives or their girlfriends or whatever, but then they turn around and be in another chick's inbox talking about what's up.
It's case specific.
I'm just saying those kind of cases. A woman is well aware that he has a woman or a wife or whatever.
She willing to play her role.
Yeah.
But see, even then, a lot of times you find that's just, again, women be super. Nowadays you got a lot of bitch niggas who get super emotional, but the solid core of my generation of niggas, and we come up under a certain amount of players and shit and pimps and shit like that. You leave that emotion shit out of it. Nowadays, you got these titty-fed niggas out here who act just like women, you know what I'm saying, all on social media, trying to blast the bitch. And bitch, I don't know who you think, but you gonna come for me, and all of this, and, just acting real feminine and super emotional. Niggas want to key women's cars and throw rocks through their window. You know what I'm saying? That ain't no solid nigga shit.
God, keys. I mean, like when I experienced my car getting keyed, how many people said, "Wait a minute, a nigga keyed your car? A dude? What dude?"
Yeah, that's some female shit.
Yeah. Like, so what I want to know is, can women, a lot of time, niggas can, what you call players or pimps or just real solid niggas. When we deal with a woman and we just talk to women, we can peep y'all insecurities. Mm-hmm. A lot of times y'all can tell y'all insecurities or y'all show y'all insecurities or we sniff them out. Can women see men's insecurities like how we peep y'all?
And I'm going to tell you one of the reasons why. I'm going to tell you one of the reasons how we can. One, I think with this day of social media, I feel like a dude that's always showing his money, his material things, that's my personal opinion. That's a deeply rooted insecure person. Now he got some insecurities. He's trying to mask it by his things, and he's trying. He looks so together. He's got to show his money. He's got to show you how well he dressed. To me, that is, I can see your insecurity through that. You are trying to compensate for something else. There's somewhere where you lack that you're trying to compensate.
Say that shit. What he trying to have?
He's trying to hide something. It could be he could not have good sex. I don't know. He could have a little dick. I don't know. Or he could just not be that confident in himself.
Nigga so be naked like turn the light off.
Like I knew a dude. He was real ugly. Like this one guy. He was. I'm not trying to be funny, but he was, because I don't really like calling somebody ugly. If I call somebody ugly, that means they real ugly. But this guy, he wasn't even okay. He was just ugly. And I used to work with him and us.
Hey, thanks so much for listening. That's it for now. To finish listening to the rest of this podcast, go on over to Anchor, Spotify, iHeart, Apple, and any other podcast platform.